Okay guys, I'm making this video. It's very, very raw, and the reason is because I've been spending the last 4 years trying to build a business, and I finally just cracked the code. And before I say anything, I just want to show you some proof. In the last 30 days, we've done $30,000, in which 18,467 was collected literally over the span of the last 2 days. And so this is, wait, let me see if you guys can see this. So this is Stripe. Right? We started using this and then it just robbed us of our money. So don't use Stripe, guys. Let me hit a quick refresh so you guys can see. Refresh. Stripe.com. Refresh that shit. Hold on. Come on, Stripe. Come on, Stripe. Don't make me look bad now. You're fucking taking the piss, bro. Come on. Let's go. Okay. See that? Okay. So £9,000, that is exactly $12,000. And then we reverted over to Whop. So as you can see, in the last 7 days, over the last 2 days, I've done 18,667. If I got it wrong last time, hit a quick refresh. Quick refresh. 18,667 in the last 2 days. So look, I'm only showing that to you because people always talk shit online, right? I have actually cracked the code, and I'm not gonna be surprised if we do 100K this month. To be honest, I'll be excited, but I'm not gonna be surprised if we do 100K this week because I have actually cracked the code. The reason that I'm making this video is because I wanna tell you guys that everything that you are being told online is literally not true. And the reason is because the people that are speaking to you, if they have any way to sell to you, right? If you're broke, the people that you look up to online, they know what you think you need, right? This is literally the code. And this is the best piece of advice I can ever give you about any business at all. Like, we are literally closing deals. You're gonna see on my Instagram, like I said, May 2026 is gonna be the first month that I close 100K. Like, you guys are gonna fucking see this. I'm gonna show it to you at the end of the month. And the reason I'm so confident is because what I realize is you need to sell people what they think they need, right? That's how, human beings are biased, okay? You are biased, I am biased. When you listen to an argument, you just believe what your brain already thinks. Okay? And so here's the thing. Broke people, they focus on meditation. They focus on wake up at 5 a.m. They focus on mindset hacks. They focus on, mindset tricks and stuff and healthy eating and, do this specific workout routine. That's what you guys think you need to get rich. And so what these big influencers are doing, they are taking advantage of your bias. Right? And they keep on selling it to you. Because they know that it's what's going to attract your attention. So they know that if they make a video about some specific mindset hack, they're going to capture all of you guys. You're like a fucking donkey and they're just dangling the carrot, right? And maybe my videos are going to get less views, but I just want to enlighten you guys that people are selling you what you think you already need. And that is how I have built my business to 30K over the last 30 days, right? And how we're picking up very, very fast, and how you're gonna see we're gonna do 100K this month and keep on scaling, right? Is because you sell people what they think they need, and then on the back end, you give them what they actually need, right? Because if you've ever bought a course or some kind of service online, right, which is fine because we need to learn, we need information, it makes sense, and like the information is all on the internet. But if you've bought a course and it's like laid out for you and like it's a roadmap from A to Z, yeah, that's cool. But the person is not going to say on the front end of the business, you need to send 1,000 outbound messages a day and lose sleep and drink 5 or 6 coffees every single, like they're not going to tell you the reality of the situation, right? They're going to make a YouTube video and they're going to talk about mindset hacks and whatever they need to say to tell you guys what you think you need to pull in the mass market to their page, and then get you and then try to make it seem easy, try to make making 10K a month look easy to get you into the course. And then once they're actually delivering the service, they give you what you actually need, which is the roadmap, which is fucking hard. And let me tell you the fucking hard truth, guys. When I was in the building stage of like building this specific offer, which actually worked, I was eating dog shit food, right? At one point I was broke, so I spent all my money on ads, and like I was dead broke. I was eating pizza, like the cheapest pizza from the shop. It didn't have a single effect on like the way that I built the business. I was smoking cigarettes. It didn't have effect. I was stressed as fuck. Okay, I was losing sleep. I was getting like 3 hours of sleep every single night. I'm still losing sleep right now because I'm really trying to build this up. But I just want to tell you guys like the hard truth, which is all of this shit that they teach you is not actually real, right? None of it's real. Every single founder that has ever built something incredible will have gone like 20 hours without sleeping at one point just because they need to hit a certain deadline, right? And if you're waking up and you're thinking about meditation and you're thinking about you need to go to the gym, or you're beating yourself up because you didn't get your 2 hours, or you missed your, like anything that you are thinking of that is not to do with work, you are cooked. You are distracted. That is the distraction. You should be focusing on working, like, and here's the thing. I used to think, oh, I need to focus on working 10 hours a day. No, you don't need to focus on any of that. You just need to find something that you really care about. You need to find something that you really fucking care about. So here's the roadmap. You need to figure out two things. I don't care what order you do it in. I'm not like a guru like that. It's just who you help and what you do. Who do you help and what do you do for them, right? Now, you have two options here. You can either just pick it at random and go and learn how to do it for them. And in that way, it's gonna probably take like a few months for you to actually learn, right? For example, I help business owners that are doing like 50 to 200K a month with social media, like posting on social media, right? That's what, and the people that I've hired in my business, they are really fucking good at that, and they have really, really good results at doing that thing. That is besides the point. That literally doesn't matter. But here's the thing. If I didn't have a clue about anything to do with social media ever, and I'd never done it in my entire life, well then to start this business, I'd need to take about 3 to 4 months, or at least, to actually learn, to actually sound like I know what I'm talking about, because I'm gonna be on the sales calls. Right? And that's something that I learned. You can't just get somebody else to do your sales calls, because they are never going to believe in your business as much as you do. They are never going to get that sale, like want it as badly as you do. Right? And so here's the thing. You need to know what you're talking about. So you either pick, when you're picking what you do, you either pick something that you already know how to do. Right? And then you've got it instantly. You've got that thing about you. Like the business doesn't start until you make a sale. In order to make a sale, you need to transfer belief into somebody's mind. You cannot do that if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the thing. And so the first thing, you need to know what you're talking about. So if you pick something to do that is something you already know and you're already convicted in, you already understand, well then, yeah, that's great. You can just go at it instantly. You can just attack it instantly. If you pick something that you're going to do for somebody and you don't really understand it, well then you're going to have to take like a month or two without making any money just to go and fully understand it, right? So that when somebody gets on a call with you, they fully feel convicted, and you transfer that belief into their mind, and that's what's going to cause them to actually make a sale, right? Now, who do you help is kind of like your niche, right? Like I said, some people say, oh, Joe, you're not niche enough. You need to help just construction business owners, or you need to help just med spas, or you need to, like, bro, if I say I help service-based B2C businesses doing 50 to 200K a month, right? That is pretty specific. I don't need to dial it down to a specific niche like a med spa or a construction business owner, right? But it does need to be specific, and there needs to be reason behind that, right? Like, so I'm selling I want to sell stuff for like quite a lot. I want to charge up to 20K, which I do. And so that's why I've targeted specifically people that make bare minimum 50K a month in their business, right? And then the next thing is, what do you solve, right? Once you've figured out those two things, and I'd advise you to pause the video, figure them out. And then the next thing is, what do you solve, right? Because these people that you have selected, right? And the thing that you're actually going to do for them, there needs to be a problem that these people have, and this is really hard in the start because you haven't spoken to enough of these people. But the thing that I missed before for the last 4 years is productizing. You need to productize your service, right? And this is the same thing that I'm talking about these influencers are doing to you. They are productizing their content around what you think you need, okay? Or like a problem that you have. Right? That's the only reason that you will click on a video about meditation, because you're probably struggling with it, right? It's one of the reasons anyway. So look, what do you solve is, like, for me, because I'm working with these business owners, I couldn't know it straight away, even though, like, if I was a genius, I probably could have figured it out. But it took me some time to actually, speak to a few of them before actually making a sale, to figure out these guys are stuck on time. They don't have a lot of time. Right, which is perfect, because what I do is I just do it for them. I do it for them. But the main thing here is, as soon as I realized that, and I was looking out for it, I was looking out for a specific problem that they had, I productized my offer around what they needed, right? So once I figured that out, it was like, okay, how can I make that one of my selling points? And I realized, okay, how do I structure this so that it only takes 2 hours of their time every single month, right? Okay, that's possible, let's do it. And then I figured it all out, and I figured out how to actually structure the content plan for them in under 2 hours of their time a month. And then when you sell them what they think they need in their mind, they're so much more inclined to buy it. That's why these guys are buying. This is why I have this money in my account that I just showed you, is because I listened to, because I found out who do I help, a specific group of people. I figured out what do I do, what do I actually do for them, and I figured out what do I solve, which is actually time and expertise. Those are the main two problems. They don't have a clue how it works, and they don't have the time to do it, even if they did know how to do it. Right? And so on the front end of the business, the sales and the marketing and everything they see before they turn into a customer is literally just tailored around that. The pitch that we give them, the questions that we ask them on the sales call, the ads that we run, everything is tailored around what they want. And so these are the three things, and also what's holding them back, right? These are just really good things to figure out, right? So I want you guys to figure this out. Who do you help? What do you help them do? What is holding them back from doing it themselves, right? What is holding them back from doing it without you, right? And that's what you solve. That's their problem, and that's what you solve. And if you can figure that out, you're gonna be like 10 steps ahead, and you're gonna get so much closer to actually making 20K in the next 30 days, just like I've done in the last 30 days. Keep watching, guys, because I'm fully 100% convicted that we are going to do 100K this month. If I don't, oh well, who cares? I'll still stay delusional, because it's served me throughout my entire business career. And yeah, let's fucking do this, guys. This is my first video. I've actually got some credibility because I could have just pulled up a camera before I made any money and start talking, but essentially it has no emphasis behind it because I haven't actually achieved anything. Right now, as soon as we made a sale, I moved out to Dubai. I've already got my residency, I've already got a business open in Dubai, and yeah, like, life is moving pretty fast. We've got a really, really good team underneath us. So yeah, this is the first video. Each time I kind of come up with a new idea, I'm going to post a new video. But yeah, enough waffling. Let's just let's turn the camera off real quick and see you on the next video.